Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna tell you that US is losing its world power, and that's the fact. US will no longer be the world number one, and they couldn't dominate the world like before and tell us Asians what to do. It's time for their downfall. Well, the bet is on Trump. This time for us Chinese, all Chinese could stand up in the world proudly without any Westerners to tell us what to do or use us as their labor.
Enough.
Same for the people in the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia and other countries. We shouldn't see the USA as world number one leader, a hero, a brother or whatever to lead us around the nose. Although I'm a true blue Singaporean third generation, I have to regard myself as a Chinese but not a Chinese citizens. You get what I'm saying? Despite how much I like the US for its Hollywood movies, their nature reserve, and even the beach girls, I'm still a Chinese. If you are from Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia and Singapore or wherever, and your ancestors are from China, you are also Chinese. Why do we need to separate ourselves and call ourselves Hong Kongers, Taiwanese, Hakka, Teochew or whatever? We are still Chinese, right? If we are really Chinese, we shouldn't be influenced by the Western ideology so much until we could forget ourselves. It's either Western or Chinese brainwash us. However, we are not the Westerners. Why should we be brainwashed by the Western? What being so fantastic with their kind of democracy when their laws are useless and idiotic people are still around bringing problems to a country? Communists or democracy or whatever are just a government system or ideology created by man. The only difference between them is that you can choose the government maybe every 4 to 5 years in the democratic countries, but your life still remains the same. However, for both systems, you can still overthrow the government. There are more than a billion of Chinese in mainland China. Do you think they are really that stupid not to protest against the government if Xi Jinping is really a big devil as portrayed by Trump or his religion? The mainland Chinese have the freedom to travel around the world and they know what democracy is. But so what? China is growing fast and the people are living peacefully and harmoniously, so they won't care so much what their government is doing. The people just do not want to be in a situation like Hong Kong with the crazy Joshuaism ideology that's destroying the city every day, or how DPP is cheating and lying to the people, causing them to fight each other for some political reasons in Taiwan. For many years, countries in Asia like the Philippines is dominated by the US. But what could US give them besides selling their defense or expensive military toys? The US is just making itself richer and has been taking Asian countries as fools. Even to the day, know this, and that's why his strategy is focusing on cooperating with China. All this while, the US is just using the Philippines as well as Taiwan as a tool to control Asia rather than helping their economy. Look at the US. It's having a serious problem now that no one is able to solve. The virus is roasting rates, spreading in all 50 states that you wouldn't be surprised to see its Yellowstone mountain could one day really explode. Because of the upcoming presidential election and the epidemic beyond control, Trump has been demonizing China to cover himself instead of admitting his failure of taking care of the Americans. He doesn't bother about the American life, but only himself and how to make money. He's a typical businessman. We know that businessmen don't care about people, but only their money, right? Hence, what he does is to blame and accuse China for everything he fails.
The world is now suffering as a result of the malfeasance of the Chinese government. For years, the government of China has conducted illicit espionage to steal our industrial secrets. Chinese government's move against Hong Kong is the latest in a series of measures that are diminishing the city's.
And what does Hong Kong have to do with the US? Isn't Hong Kong being part of China that he shouldn't pull his nose since he's not a Chinese? There's no need for us to depend on the US for whatever situation we are facing, with a very simple reason that they are not the Asians or not part of us. Moreover, we should know very well what he's famous for, right? The reason we are Chinese is simply our forefathers are from China. If Trump is humiliating China, isn't he humiliating us also? Westerners should stay out of Asia and let Asia be Asia. If you like my video, remember to subscribe and like. If not, bye.